Hi everyone, Simon's here, and I would like to welcome you to a new series of mine called Warcraft Lore is HardCore. I will begin the series today with talking about worlds or planets, or whatever you like to call it. The current known worlds of the Great Dark Beyond, and by the way, the Great Dark Beyond is what they refer to as outer space or the universe, is Azeroth. Azeroth is where we players are. Second one is Draenor. Draenor is what you probably know as Outland, but Outland is though just a really small part of Draenor after it was shattered a long time ago. Argus. Argus is the homeworld of the Eredar race of magic wielders and their exiled brethren called Draenei, which is now on Azeroth. Karesh, the original homeworld of the Etherealess before they evacuated to wander the Twisting Nether. And Exoroth, the homeworld of the Dreadsteeds and possibly the Natharisim and Thothrisim. These are all demons, and maybe as you know, the Dreadsteed is the Warlock Mount in the game, so it's probably just a planet for demons. We don't know much about it, but yeah, we know that it exists pretty much. The world I would like to start with is of course the most known one, Azeroth. Azeroth is the place/world where the majority of events in the Warcraft lore has been taking place. The ruler of this world, in my opinion, is 4 people. The first one is Garrosh Hellscream. Garrosh is currently the worship of the Horde and by that the ruler of one of the 2 big factions on Azeroth. The second one is King Varian Vryn. This man has the same position as Garrosh, only he's the king of the Alliance, the other great faction of Azeroth. Another ruler of the 3 great continents on Azeroth is Bolvar Fordragon. He's currently the Lich King and is by that the leader of the Scourge, and pretty much in that position he's the ruler of Northrend. The ruler before him was of course Arthas Menethil, which is now fallen. The last but not less important leader of Azeroth is Alexstrasza, the Queen of Dragons. Dragons playing a big part during the past events of the Catalysm. I choose to pick her as well as the others. Azeroth is the birthplace of many races of the game, most notable being elves, blood knight and high elves, humans, dwarf, gnomes, tauren, troll, goblin and dragons. At its birth, Azeroth was blessed by the Titans. One day, the demonic armies of Burning Legion came and shattered the peace and led the Night Elves to sunder their world. Gradually, races were dragged to Azeroth, such as orcs, draenei and ogres. Others evolved and others were brought up from the dust itself. The peoples of Azeroth have fought brutally against the demons and their servants, and much blood has been and is still being shed. After the Third War, 3 major powers emerged: the Scourge, the Horde and the Alliance. Other major powers include the Naga, Kiraji and the Scarlet Crusade. Although ravaged by conflict, somehow through trickery, betrayal and sheer blood, Azeroth has survived the Burning Legion 4 times. However, Azeroth is still torn by conflict, hate and war. Let's start looking on the geography of Azeroth. The world of Azeroth is comprised of 3 major continents, with a number of smaller islands scattered about them. Northrend is located in the north, Kalimdor in the west and Eastern Kingdom in the east. The Eastern Kingdoms are made up of 2 large landmasses. The southern one includes Azeroth and Khazad-dûm and the northern land of Lordran. This is Lordran today, more exactly the ruins of Lordran, and beneath it of course lies Undercity, where is the capital of the Forsaken, or the Undead. At one time, all of the 3 major continents were part of one large continent, known then as Kalimdor, with a large magic lake known as the Well of Eternity in the center. When the well exploded at the conclusion of the War of the Ancients, this continent, known as Kalimdor, was shattered, leaving behind the continents and the islands that exist today. The Forbidding Sea is the expanse of water to the east of Eastern Kingdoms, and the Veiled Sea sits west of Kalimdor. Between the continents lies the Great Sea, while its center lies the Maelstrom, a massive chaotic whirlpool over the area where the Well of Eternity once stood. It's believed that part of the well still exists in a rift at the bottom of the vortex. It has been active since the Great Sundering 10,000s of years ago, and still there's no foreseeable, natural end to its existence. The world of Azeroth also has lands located on the other side, beyond the Veiled Sea to the west of Kalimdor and beyond the Forbidding Sea to the east of Eastern Kingdoms. No one is sure or has knowledge of what kind of creatures, lands, cultures, life, and sentient being lives on the other side of Azeroth. Pandaran! It is clear, though, that it's very dangerous. A handful of ships have ventured from Kalimdor, away from the Maelstrom, to the north, west, and south. None have yet returned. And by the way, here's a fun fact for all of you lore lovers out there. Azeroth also has 2 moons, the White Lady and one known as the Blue Child. I want to thank you for listening to my first episode of Warcraft Lore is HardCore. If there was something you didn't understand, there's links in the description to where I found all my information. I will do a follow-up in future episodes on the rest of the worlds, and also another follow-up on Azeroth, how all of the races came to the world, because as we know, or as we all know, orcs and Draenei, for example, wasn't there from the beginning, and ogres wasn't neither. So that would be really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to doing all of these episodes. I'm really interested in Warcraft lore. I think it's really fun, and it has a really great, rich story. If there's something you really want to hear me talk about, you can just leave a comment down below. Maybe a certain person, a certain something that happened, or anything, a certain place, anything. I will do the best I can to find information about it, and I will do an episode just for you. But as well, Simon's here, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.